It's been a while. It has been a while. I know. I'm sorry. I had to get my life together. But it's finally together. Praise God. It is finally, and I say that with like the utmost sincerity, praise God, because it was not together, but now it is. So here's what's gonna happen. I am in my short film era. I am in my going all the way era. That is the era of which I am in now. So basically, I have been applying to jobs and applying. You know, when you just apply, and then God shuts every single door. So I was like, okay, clearly this is, because I actually applied to a lot. Clearly this is not really the way, you know? So I'm like, maybe it's a sign that I'm not going all in the things that I'm supposed to be going all in with, you know, that I'm not. Like, I feel like if you're gonna take a chance, you gotta go all the way. You can't be lukewarm with your faith. You can't be lukewarm with what you do. So I decided I'm going to make a short film. I'm in a film class, right? We have to make 3 total. The first one, I just have to edit it. It's due Tuesday. The second one's going to be ambitious. The second one, I'm gonna learn Adobe After Effects because we were forced to get Adobe for the class. I'm gonna learn Adobe After Effects. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So this is my journey to do that. But also I'm gonna audition for a short, like to be in someone else's short film this Friday. So now I have to learn how to act. And in addition to that, I'm creating a comic, but my drawing doesn't satisfy my needs. So I'm gonna have to like grind with the whole drawing thing for months and months with all of the textbooks that I've gotten from Amazon. You know, there's more than this, but this is what they look like. So yeah, so I decided to do a vlog to, of course, show, you know, if you're new here, I mean, I don't have too many videos out on this channel yet, but if you're new here, this vlog is to show how I achieve the limitless life that I'm going to have in my future. So I'm documenting the process so that other people can be like, oh my gosh, this was where she was at, like, in, like, the day 1 era. Well, maybe not day 1, maybe, like, day, I don't know, it's been a while. But, yeah, so, I'm just gonna be simply recording my life, you know? So I'm gonna post weekly because that's what I've told myself is gonna happen, and that's gonna be the one thing by fire by force I'm gonna commit to. So yeah, can't wait. Woohoo! Yay!
There's tons of techniques. A lot of acting teachers teach different ways of finding that believability, but ultimately, when you go into an audition, the thing that the casting directors are looking for is it believable? Is it believable? Do we believe what you are saying? And that's the only reason you watch television and movies too, right? Because it's believable.
Pray for me. I actually don't think I'm that bad, but that's not humble. Okay, the problem is that I'm a self-insert of everything that I like do, everything that I stand for, everything that I am is like just a self-insert. Like I act as my, like what I would do in that situation. And since I've never taken a single acting course in my entire life, I don't know if that's what I should do. You know, like I don't know how else to do it. Like one of these places is like this guy, so basically it's about aliens, and this guy slash girl slash whatever, I think they wrote it to be a guy though. I think they wrote everybody to be a guy low-key, because his name was like Leo. So I don't know. But oh my god, sorry, I need to stop laughing so loud. My poor dorm mates, sorry. But basically, yeah, his name is Leo, and he's so excited about aliens, and he's like, oh my god, aliens exist. I caught them on my little radar thing. And like, so I watched one of these videos, and they're like, when you're acting, just, you can't really do an emotion. Like, go, feel jealousy. You know, you can't really do an emotion. So that's why you have to like put yourself in a place where you feel that emotion. I mean, you don't have to. There's multiple different ways to like act or whatever, but like the method of putting yourself in a place where you felt that same thing before seems to be the only thing that I'm capable of doing right now. So when he's talking about aliens, I'm talking about alien stage. Oh, you see the connection? Because the one thing that gets me the hype is alien stage. Like, you know it. Oh my god. Like even right now, like, oh my god, like if I was talking about them aliens, like I'd be talking about alien stage. Like I got that audition at the bag, low key. But even if I get the audition, even if I don't, I'm just glad that I'm dabbling in what it means to act. Like, I don't know, like I'm dabbling, I like it. I like this dabbling, like, cause it's like, I've never taken the steps to actually like learn it. I've never like had the opportunity to, I've never been able to. I was in plays in elementary school and my elementary school did take it seriously, but I was always casted as the chorus. So it kind of hurt my heart. I mean, I would get like minor roles or whatever, but so now it's like, oh my god, what if like I do well in my room but I don't do well in front of them, and the audition is Friday, but I can't speak negativity over my life, I must speak positivity. Moves, I say she moves. Don't make fun of me, but I'm practicing squash and stretch. And the reason I decided to pivot and practice animation is because I've been having such a hard week homework wise, and it feels like as an art major, like my whole life hinges on what I'm doing right now for insecure, like, you know, in terms of like not necessarily job insecurity, but like I need to supplement, you know, I need to supplement for the sake of my future, you know, like I need to do things outside of school for the sake of my future, and that's basically the whole point of being an art major or whatever, at least in my opinion, right? So, but the problem is that certain teachers have been assigning unreasonable amounts of homework, and I don't just say that as an art major, I say that as from the perspective of a student, in terms of like, this doesn't make sense type of work, you know, as in terms of like, this teacher is loco, crazy, bananas, binoculars type of, you know, work. So that was stressing me out. And then I recently took a pivot, like in my like day-to-day routine. Like recently the work has picked up because it's project and midterm season, right? But also I had to do a pivot in my own life, because I was doing very well with the consistency of like, you know, all things like health concerns, all things like just everything, take my vitamins, everything like that, you know, everything. But because of the pivot towards, I guess, like I was planning to focus on one thing, which was creating the comic that I wanted to create. But then I felt like God was like, nah, I'm with you, so you can focus on multiple things, you know, and reap the benefits of focusing on multiple things. But because I'm now focusing on multiple things, I'm now over here practicing animation. I'm learning how to act because I'm gonna audition for like a short film tomorrow. So like I was really stressed out because it's different, and it's like I'm a routine person, so now my routine broke in order to focus on more than one supplemental art related thing. So that's why I've been going crazy in my mind. And then my friend, by the grace of God, my friend was like, hey, let's go get some true grits, you know, let's go out to eat or whatever. And I was like, dang, I needed that. And that said friend, shout out to Victoria, is not here right now because she's taking a practice test in the study room of this dorm. So yeah, but like yeah, I'm just practicing 12 principles of animation. I thought I would practice it way later because I was like, oh, you know, it's probably gonna take so much time, but it's like, no, now I'm determined. I'm gonna practice all the 12 principles, like I don't care, like it's gonna happen. And then after that, I'm gonna do walk cycles for both humans and animals. Then I'm gonna practice blinking, and then that's it. And then I'm just gonna start animating, because my second film project is going to be mostly animated, so I need to prepare for that, because now I'm like, okay, my film projects, I'm going to have them be a bit more ambitious. And yeah, my audition, oh my god, it looks like I haven't moved from my spot. I swear I moved. My audition starts today. It's today in a couple 30 minutes, and I'm just breathing. I'm going to practice being still. I'm going to practice not worrying. I'm going to practice not being jittery. Just like how Jesus did it. Just like how Jesus did it. And I just finished my first short film for my film class called Get Ready With Me. So I'll probably share it, like some snippets with you guys. It was really interesting and fun to film. And I don't call things fun often. So, so yeah. Shout out to Zoe for helping me. Vlog! The auditions were amazing! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I think I just discovered I have a hobby. For those of you who don't know me, I actually don't like drawing. I don't like drawing. So I don't consider it as a hobby because I feel like, should your career really be a hobby? I don't know. But acting was like, it felt like, because like, okay, basically let me explain how it went. So I auditioned for 2 roles, right? And they were like the 2 main roles, but I didn't do it on purpose. I just felt that I connected with them the most, like I could do it the most, because it was the person who loves aliens, right? And UFOs and stuff like that. The person who loves, the person who looks at the person who loves aliens like they're crazy because it's like, what are you doing with your life? And that's his best friend. His hater, cynical, fake best friend. And then there's the third person is someone who's high all the time. And I don't know I don't know if I can replicate that. And then the 4th person is a jock that's like enthusiastic, and I could have done that one. The only problem is that the script that they made us read out for him, I didn't understand what was going on in this, like I didn't understand it very well. So I was having trouble like acting that, but also I don't know if I can do a jock voice too well, so I was like, let me just stick to the, you know, the alien lover and the cynical bestie. So in order to act them, basically I binged YouTube videos about how to act. Binge, and I found out that doesn't matter how you get it. Basically, it's the final product that matters. There's multiple different techniques that you can use, but the final product should be whatever your emotions are in real life should match your emotions. Like, it should look real, and you can't just do jealousy, you know, it has to come from a real place inside of you. Therefore, when you go to an audition, it's not about how well you can act, it's about whether or not you fit the vision for the director for that specific character. However, most directors don't even know for real what they're looking for until they see it. So it's like, just go, you know, whatever emotion you feel when you're angry should be the anger that they see in the character, you know? Like, if you record yourself talking about something passionately, that same passion, if the character's talking about something passionately, it should look similar, because that's you when you're real, and there's only one version of you when you're real. But I got that from YouTube, so I'm no expert or whatever. But taking that information, I was able to utilize it, right? I was able to use it to act out those 2 characters with the monologues they gave. And I was recorded while doing it with their camera, and it was like in person and stuff like that. So, but at first I couldn't even find the building, so I was scrambling. I was like, oh my god, where's the building? But anyway, so then after that, they gave us these like, they gave me this they gave me sight reading or something. I think that's what it's called, where they give you a paper with lines and you don't have prep time. You only read it through once or whatever, and then you know, act out the role that's highlighted while you're there. That was the fun part. That was the fun part, because it's like, it was so easy. Like, it was like something I would do in real life in my spare time. I don't know, like, it was fun. So I like to just sight reading, like, just go. And I do add ad-libs a lot. And like, my personality is similar to the alien lover, because if you replace the word alien with alien stage, we're the same person. We're one and the same. So with the cynical bestie, I was surprised that I was actually better, like, doing his emotions more than the alien stage guy, which was interesting. Because I'm like, with the cynical bestie, it just flows. But then one of my friends was like, oh yeah, I can see that with you, because I don't know, like, my Nigerian just came out. I don't know, guys. I don't know, but I kept ad-libbing, and they were laughing, and I feel like laughing is a good sign, because they know their script. They've heard it said to them like 7 times, because there's 8 people total who auditioned, 4 roles, I think, total, right? So they've heard it to them again and again. But if you can make them laugh through your ad-libs or through the way you carry the script, it's like, perhaps that is a good thing, because it's like, that means you added something new that they've never seen before. I don't know, I'm just here, so I'm very happy. Not to ramble, I'm very happy. I have an essay to do, and then there's a trip tomorrow, and yeah, so. Say hi! So I actually have a lot to say about this museum. The first thing I want to say is it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like the artwork was pretty and stuff like that, but I don't know, as like after I went to college, things became a little bit different. I started doing new, like, this is just background for what I'm about to say. I started doing new things. I had never taken a real art classes before, because of my school county situation, but I guess that's a story for another day. Um, so it's kind of my first exposure to academic, like, discussions about art, I suppose. And, basically, me and my friend were talking about, like, media, and we were like, man, it seems like the most diverse, best things, the best representation is always done by two white men. It's like Craig of the Creek, Kipo, I believe, Arcane is a big one. And then there's this exhibit with the yellow man people, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And it was done by two white men, and they were from Brazil. I'll give you that. But it kind of felt like a little bit that they were like profiting, not really profiting off of like black culture or anything, but like it kind of felt, I don't know, it kind of like was like, why don't, like, either they don't highlight, either like museums in general don't highlight black culture or black people who do art, or like, I don't know, maybe they got set on negative 200 and they're trying to climb out, so like people see their cool culture and they just want to, profit off it. I'm not saying this person profited off it, I'm just saying, like, we really thought that, like, the person who made it wasn't white. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But it was like the coolest thing ever. And the sheer amount of grind that this artist would have had to do to have a whole floor dedicated to themselves in this museum. And like, it was like breathtaking. It was amazing. So I'm not like, pooing on the artist or anything. Like everything they made was like spectacular. But I don't know. Me and my friend were just like, I don't know. Like, I never really had to think about race until I got to like college. Like, I never had to think about it in a social aspect, but just in like an institutionalized aspect. But now that I'm thinking about it, like now that I'm exposed to the social aspects of race and being one of the only blanks in a room for the first time in my life, it's like, it feels like it's everywhere, you know? It just feels like it's everywhere. We didn't expect it. We really didn't expect it, but it's like, it's the same thing for media as well. Because the problem is that, okay, forgive me, this is gonna sound controversial. A lot of, like, black men, right, who write. There's black men and then there's black women who try to make things, right? But it turns out to be the two white men who make the best, like, who are successful at making the best entertainment, for young adults. And you may ask, why is that? Me and my friend's theory is that the black men, they don't really focus on the writing part. They focus on everything else that may not matter as much as the actual writing part. And the black women hate themselves. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. And it shows in who they cast to play their characters, such as the author of Dark Diaries and the casting situation with Children of Blood and Bone. Now, with the other artworks, there's this one artwork called Stop and Search, right? It was this one. It wasn't this one, but like it was this one, right? So the saturated one was by this one guy, and then the desaturated one was another guy who like transformed the artwork, and they were selling the Stop and Search stuff on t-shirts in the museum. And then there's just like a whole bunch of like white people in the merch section buying it, and I said, ain't no way they're selling a stop and frisk. Like, it basically, the meaning of the work was like, we are so, like, you're so full of life, you're so full of energy, you're a human being, you're a person. And then when you get dehumanized in that way, your saturation like dies. Like, who you are doesn't matter anymore, how cool you are doesn't matter. So yeah, that was pretty interesting, I guess. It just rubbed us the wrong way that they're just selling it like on t-shirts, knowing the meaning behind it. But all in all, the museum, the museum was, it was interesting. It was nice. And then we got food afterwards. We went to a Japanese place. I actually don't like Japanese food, and I spent 6 years learning the language. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I finally go to Japan. I really don't know what I'm going to do. But I ended up ordering sushi, and then we saw In the Heights. It was amazing. It was apparently about gentrification, but the audience was just full of old white people. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the world anymore. Like, I really don't know. Like, but it's probably because the ticket prices were really expensive and the program paid for us. But like, I guess, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I wonder what they were thinking while watching a play about like the life of like their city getting stamped out due to gentrification. But anyway, it was so amazing. It was like by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and yeah. Okay, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay blessed, I guess. Don't forget, anything is possible, so dream limitlessly, and you guys got this. I got this. Everybody's got this. Just make sure that your dreams are actually limitless. Like, you only live once, so make sure you live a good one. You live the best type of life that you can live. Oh my god, when I'm playing Boa Hancock in the One Piece live action, remember this day. Remember it. Or when I'm playing Strawberry, y'all don't even know who Strawberry is yet, but when I'm playing Strawberry, or when I'm playing anybody, like literally anybody, remember this day. This is the day. What day is it? March 4th, or I don't even know, 2025, that Miranda started acting once more. Yes.